Hey guys, Nolan KCT here, and guess what? We're talking about guns again. We're doing it. Guys, real quick, I want to introduce you to something. Evolve 3D printing. This is one of the vertical grips here. This thing is freaking awesome. So we're going to go over it real quick. Kind of what it is, what it isn't, why you might like it, why you might not, and where you can get it. So, guys, full disclosure, they did go ahead and send this to me so that people don't freak out on the internet that this is loaded. Yeah, so they did send this out to me for review, and that's free. So, but we don't do paid reviews or anything else like that. So, we get to do a little honest reporting here. So, guys, you can clearly tell I just finished robbing an LL Bean, so only a matter of time before the cops get me. So, what is this? Well, it is quite simply just a little hand stop there, as you can kind of see, and it's just a 3D printed piece. They have some pretty durable additive polymer of some variety there, and it's an M-Lock, and it's a black, my favorite color, so besides FTE. So yeah, why do I have it on the gun? Well, I want to test out, obviously, number one. Number two, I did have a SIG. You guys know how I hate SIG, but I love these. They're a little semi-vertical hand stop thing going on there. And I really wanted something that's a little bit more low profile, something that kind of fit the lines of the gun better. And, something that really kind of felt good in the hand. And this thing really does. Typically you'll see when I run a hand stop or anything like that, I kind of have two fingers forward. So I have, the thumb forward or whatever, and then underneath the index finger. That's pretty much how you'll see it on a lot of my guns. They'll always have like one primary one and then one smaller finger shelf for the gripping purposes. So this really spoke to me in terms of fitting the lines of the rifle, fitting the form function that I wanted to use. And it does a really good job fitting in between all these Magpul M-Lock covers. Guys, if you're looking for M-Lock covers, these things are outstanding. They're super, super grippy. But this isn't about the M-Lock. This isn't about Magpul. So evolve3dprinting.com, I know that they have a site right now where they're selling through like eBay and stuff, and they'll say for airsoft use. Now, these are not for airsoft use. If you're an airsofter, you can go ahead and use them, sure, if you have the right stuff. The reason why they're saying that is because you cannot have firearm stuff on eBay. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. So if you check them out, if you look them up and you see them, do not just think that they are some sort of airsoft manufacturer. They manufacture for real steel. So they have a lot of other stuff too, like the pocket clips, the rip cords that they have, which are awesome, by the way. So we were doing a video on those before too long. But yeah, I mean, it's a real simple thing. There's not a whole lot to say about it, but it feels great. And I've been thinking about actually even trying to run it backwards, and see, but this angle just feels so good. It does. I mean, with gloves, without gloves, anybody who's picked up this gun has got their hands on it and just been like, wow, this is really nice. No matter how you end up gripping the gun, whether you grip it like me or a different way. So they do have these in the like midnight blue, I believe, and then the black, which we have here. So a couple things here to note about what we have here. Number one, it's 3D printed. So if you know what 3D printed is and you know what additive manufacturing is, you know the pros and cons, the limits that it can have. I'm pleased to be friends with the person who made the first 3D printed Inconel steel muzzle brake. That was awesome. Kind of a niche product. Super expensive, but super awesome. So it can be obviously very, very tough depending on what type of material you use. The problem that people run into with 3D printed pieces is they don't understand that this is not like a plastic piece. This is not polymer like this this rail section is, or this little finger stop. It is a brittle material in some senses, in the case that like you can torque down on these things pretty darn hard on these little rail panels here, and you're probably not going to break them. If you do something like that to a 3D printed part, and I mean just really wrench down on it, you're probably going to break it. Now, is that a fault of the design or the material? I mean, not really. I mean, it is and it isn't. It's a material that has a failure point like everything else. Okay, if I was to take this gun and just use it as like, I don't know, a club or something and smash it into my desk, I'm probably gonna break stuff. It doesn't matter whether it's a Trijicon, it doesn't matter whether it's any of these companies. Everything has a failure point, and there's just no getting around that. So if you understand that, don't wrench down on this. Don't. It's not hard. It stays nice and tight, even without. There's no wobble there. It's just my hand moving. It stays nice and tight on the gun, even without wrenching down on it. You can definitely tell that if you were to smash this against something, you could probably break that part. And that's because it sticks out. Is it easier to break than something like this? Yes, but this is like a more robust design. If it's 3D printed, it would still be probably a little bit more brittle, but for what I'm using it for, it's excellent. For competition shooters where weight is an issue, there's almost no weight to this thing. There wasn't a whole lot to the SIG stuff, but there's like no weight to this at all. So if you are counting ounces, pain, pounds, all that stuff, definitely a good choice for you. If you like a nice low pro grip without breaking the bank, these are like $25, I think, something like that. Real nice, and definitely easy on the wallet. You can spend 30, 40, 50 bucks on a vertical grip or an angle grip, things like that. And, again, there are things that you're going to need. I mean, some of my guns have AFGs, some of my guns have other grips by these guys. Some have vertical grips. There's the Sidewinder, from Night Strike grips. And each one does something different for me, but the function is still pretty much the same in terms of how I'm holding that gun. In this case, it's just nice, it fits in my hand, and it doesn't stick out as far as the other one does. So, I really like that. So, what do I like about it? Again, I like that it's lightweight. I like that the price is pretty cheap. And again, I did get this sent to me, so there's that. But I like the fact that it's not, $50 hand grip. I mean, there's some out there, and I'm not shitting on people, but some of them have, some of these grips are like, Jesus Christ, dude, 80, 90 bucks, and if you're a shooter on a budget, which right now you probably are, at least ammo-wise, that's something that's, it's pretty costly. So, knowing that this is 20, 25 bucks, something like that, is excellent. The other thing too is, the design is well thought out. They sat down, you could tell that they definitely had people work on this, had people put some hands on it. Not like Joe Biden. Never like Joe Biden. But you can definitely tell that the angle on this is something they thought out well. And they are working on different ones. They're working on different modifications of this. So I fully expect them to have a fleet of these at some point. So what do I like besides that? Again, it's really, really light. If you have a gun that you're going to use for serious use, all of them kind of are. I don't know, how much I would throw this gun on the ground just because I want to. But I understand that, there's times that you're shooting a 9-hole drill, this is far enough back probably that we're not going to have an issue going through the holes, whereas my torchlight is probably going to be something that's more so in the way of getting through there. Now, if I was to mount this forward, yes, definitely there'd be something that would snag on it, but further enough back that it feels pretty good. So, what do I not like about it? Well, not a whole lot, really. I think the biggest thing would be I like to see rubber grommets, maybe. And this is for all 3D manufacturing. This is not me going and saying anything bad about Evolve. And this is not me saying anything bad about, additive manufacturing, things like that. This is me coming from a design standpoint. I used to make holsters with KCT here. And, knowing that, putting like a rubber grommet, like a little gasket in there, and allowing you to tighten that down, we're able to get torque and force on there without really driving home on that material. I think that would be a good thing. I'm not sure why it's not a thing yet. Again, I don't do additive manufacturing, so maybe there's a reason why it's not done. But maybe something to look forward to in the future. Certainly not a slide on these guys because nobody else does it. So, it's a little bit sparkly, which is okay, kind of weird. It doesn't bother me at all. It looks a little bit shiny compared to some of the other stuff, but there's a lot of stuff in the gun that does the same thing. They do have the midnight blue that is kind of like or space blue or something. It's cool, but it's like a medium blue with some sparkles in it, which it sounds kind of silly, but you know what? I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. My buddy's currently testing that out for us to see what he thinks. He may have spray painted it. I don't know. Yeah, there's really much it that I have to say that's negative about it, and I mean even that I don't think is really super negative. It feels great. You know, even if you're at like a ready position or just hanging out of that gun for a long period of time, it really gives you a good positive control without taking up too much room, without being too bulky. So definitely like that part. So what can I say to do in the future with these guys? I think that going to more tactical colors would really be beneficial. So if you have just like a straight black, cool. Again, this is not like, I can't tell from the distance I'm at that there's any sparkles or shiny. It's like when you get really close, you can kind of see that's in the manufacturing of it. Again, if you're thinking, oh god, this is going to give my position away, oh I'm so tactical, the reflection on your optics probably going to do that before then. So or the noise that you're making trucking your 400-pound ass through the fucking woods. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. But yeah, doing this in like an FDE I think would be rock solid. I would love to see that. Doing it in like a foliage green, obviously green's not super in right now. Black is always tactical, black is Israeli. You know, so can't say anything wrong about that. So that'd be kind of cool to do it in like an FDE color. And then I was talking about maybe doing some rail panels, but right now they're saying that the cost benefit isn't really there right now. And then a lot of the stuff too is like magazine extensions, you can crack them if you beat on them too hard. So they're kind of moving away from those, you know, because they don't want something that's when you can come back and say, hey, I broke, you know. Anyways, guys, these guys, again, Evolve 3D printing. Go ahead and look them up. Again, like they'll be on eBay, but it will be an actual gun part, despite the fact that it says 4 airsoft. And go check them out. Definitely, you know, see about ordering those. The price is certainly right. The ripcords, like I said, we'll be doing a review on those before too long. The ripcords are freaking amazing. They're on their site too. So, but yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. I definitely recommend this. This is something that I put on my gun that's not probably going off anytime soon. The minute I put it on there and I actually got a good handle on it, I was like, oh man, this is deluxe. This is, oh god, oh, so many positions. Like there's like 11 of them. V7 too. Oh. Well, guys, no, it feels great. It looks great. I can't say enough about it. I wish that I had discovered these sooner. They are in my home state of Michigan and also in Indiana, where we've got some shooters too that roll KCT. So it's really cool having them kind of at both places. And they sent these to me right here from Michigan, I believe. So yeah, guys, definitely check them out. I think it's a worthwhile product. Definitely tell them that we sent you. Yeah, and let us know what you think, guys. So I got for you today. Again, the cops are probably looking for me for driving this LL Bean. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it like a t-shirt or something and go play World of Warships or something. Anything else you guys want to see, definitely let me know. We're gonna be doing everything to bring out more content every Wednesday and Saturday right now, or when the content is coming out. So definitely look on that, subscribe, do all that stuff. The KCT Syndicate is in the little thing at the bottom there. Save money on Mission First Tactical, save money on V7 weapon systems, HFD2. Guys, the end of September is the end of the HFD2, $4 off and free shipping on their hard use punchers. And the hard use punchers are awesome. So I won't hijack the commercial, but go check them out, guys. Guys, that's all I got for you. And really today, that's it. Peace.